Hey guys, this is Angela Brooks from angelabrook.com. And today I am doing a podcast for Blogging for Profits. I am doing a Facebook Live and I am Zooming inside of a Facebook group called My Masterclass. I have not been on live for a few days simply because the bronchitis got me and it had me down for a few days. However, I do feel better. Hopefully I don't go into a coughing fit while I'm on here. But I've had some super interesting conversations today and yesterday, and I just wanted to bring that to you because I think people have truly lost their voice and they feel like that somebody else has to give them the words to say, that they have to ask permission to be uniquely them. I made a super fun post because I have some amazing fun people who follow me over on Facebook. If you're not following me, go to Angela Brooks on Facebook and let's connect. Follow me. You don't have to do the friend request. You can do the follow button, which I think there's almost 5,000 people that follow me. It's close. But what I have found is that people are uncomfortable with perfection. I know I am. That is just not something that I truly want to be, is perfect, because I find that when people try to be perfect in their world, then that's when they seem to mess up the most. And one of the things that top conversations that I've had lately is people don't know what they don't know, or are they not being honest with themselves? Because if you have followed me at any length of time, you know that content marketing, affiliate marketing, attraction marketing, and being a good marketer, it's a must. And you have to learn those things in order to have a business online. Because the number one thing that you have online is content, is images, is status updates, and you have to bring you to the table. Because if you are trying to make this fuzzy little facade of a person online so that that's who people see, and then when they meet you in person, it's completely different, they're like, I feel like I've been robbed. So if you meet me in person, I'm going to be the same. I'm going to be the same person. I'm not going to be anybody different. And that is what a lot of people try to be, someone else in their business. And it is a waste of your time. So when somebody asks me, I don't know what it is I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know how to get started. I don't know what it is I need to be doing. And there's some people that have been with me for at a lot of events, a lot of the same events, and they're still saying, I don't know what I need to do. Deep breath. Yes, you do. Most of the time, people spend most of their time trying not to do exactly what they know they need to do. Mine was doing videos. I started out with podcasting simply because not only was it easier for me, it broke the uncomfortable, I guess, to where you just get your voice back. You just learn to get your voice. And there's nobody who has said anything ugly. Nobody's bit me. Nobody's thrown anything at me when I go live. And it's just something that you get comfortable with. And how do you get comfortable is you do it over and over and over. So that's where I'd committed to doing 100 videos in 100 days. And of course I got sick and I broke my video stream. However, that doesn't mean I'm not going to still do my 100. I may not do every one of them in a row, but I'll guarantee you I'll get 100 in, whether it takes me longer past February or not. I may continue, I don't know. However, I've set the goal, and I didn't set that with anybody else but myself. So that is something that will be done, period. And people are always going, I don't know what it is I need to be doing. You need to do content, because the internet is content, is a content world. You go to Google and what do? You type in what you're looking for. Maybe you want tickets to a Yankees baseball game. You're going to type in cheap seats or VIP seats at the Yankee Stadium. How much are they? And all that stuff is going to pull up. If somebody's got them for sale, they're going to pull up in the keywords. If you're looking for excuse me. If you're looking for a vacation in the Bahamas, you want to know what the best resorts are, top 10 resorts in the Bahamas, the top 10 resorts in Hawaii, whatever it is that you're looking for, you're going to type that into Google. So why do you think that your business should be anything different? Because most people have programmed themselves to think that they get started with a product or a company, and all they do is talk about that single product or that company, and that they spam that everywhere. Well, I hate to tell you, that's not your business. You are your business. Your content that you post, whether you're doing a podcast, whether you're doing a blog, whether you're jumping on LinkedIn, whether you're on Instagram, I don't care what you choose, that is your business. And everything is not featured around your products. It's featured around you. And you are what are going to attract people to you to see if your product can serve that person. And if not, no big deal. You've got a new friend, a new connection. And guess what? That connection may know somebody that your product will serve perfectly. So if you're trying to do this business perfect, you're going to struggle. You're going to be on the struggle bus long and hard, and you're going to be tattered by the time you get to the end of it. But if you realize that you are the business, that you are the product that gets them to the product, then it will become a whole lot easier for you. I know a lot of people don't know about LinkedIn, and we're in the middle of finishing up a course that I have put together, how to get your profile on LinkedIn set up. Excuse me. How to get your profile set up on LinkedIn. How to get people talking to you on LinkedIn. It's not hard, because I talk to them back and they talk to me, and it's not all about products. Some of it is never, my products are never mentioned in a conversation. As a matter of fact, I found a guy that does banners and images and things like that. And we had a really interesting conversation. He knew nothing about what I did. I knew what he did, sort of, but he had never heard of why somebody who was in network marketing would need images, banners. And I'm like, because I'm a blogger and I need different images for this course that I've got coming up. And he was like, maybe we can work together. You never know. So don't underestimate what you know and who you know as to where that can go, because most people won't even have a conversation. They are so focused on, will you buy my stuff, that they miss the entire conversation with the people that they're connecting with. So if you're not putting content out on social media, you're struggling. You know you have to. There's not an option. You have to be making posts on Facebook. You got to be making images over on Instagram. And you don't have to do all of these different places, but you need to pick one or two and be very consistent with it, because I like Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Those are my places. That's where you're going to find me. I'm going to hang out there and I'm going to talk to people. I'm not on LinkedIn every single day, but I'm pretty much 3 to 4 days a week. At least I'm going to check in and check my messages and see what's up. But that course that I've got coming up, I'm going to show you how I get people onto my list from LinkedIn, how I'm getting people on my list from Facebook. And once they get onto my list, I can talk about products, I can talk about what I do and what I offer. If you're not getting people off the street and into your store, my store happens to be in my blog. It happens to be Facebook. I'll get them off of Facebook and into my email list. My email list is my store, because my store is where I'm going to have everything that I'm going to talk about go into their email box. And then there's going to be that one person that'll say, email marketing's dead. Well, if it's dead, then I'm doing a whole lot of work over here, because last week I generated over 70 leads with 2 different posts. 2. Those people voluntarily got onto my email list. And I'll tell you something else. This morning I had to run by the tire shop, because I had a nice big long nail in the front of my tire. And I walked in, I said, can you fix my tire? He says, yes. He fixes my tire and he said, that'll be $20. I don't hesitate. I hand him $20, because if my tire's not fixed, it's going to go flat. I'm going to end up on the side of the road. So sitting on the side of the road will get me nowhere, but I'm going to pay that $20 so that I can keep moving. And so I started to leave the store and I stopped and I'm like, oh, it's almost time to get new tires. can you run me a bid real quick and tell me what my tires are going to cost? And he says, do you want the good ones? Absolutely. You know, they're going to be expensive. Absolutely. I'm worth it. And he laughed and he said, I like that. He said, this is the tire you've already got on your car? Yes. So he gave me the price. It's $1,000 that's going to take to replace my 4 tires on my SUV because they're truck tires. Did I hesitate? No. Without tires on my car, it sits on the side of the road or it sits out here in the garage. I can't function without 4 tires. I mean, I could, like the one that had a nail in it. I could limp along and I could stop at every gas station and put just a little bit of air in the tire and keep going a little bit farther, but it was unpredictable at when it was going to go down. I could go in the store and come out and have a flat, and there I'm going to sit until somebody else comes and gets me. This is like your business. You can put just a little bit of air into your business and fluff it up just a little, and you can keep going and getting another little piece. Or you can go ahead and get a system that actually works for you and it's going to give you all of the steps that you need, because if you don't know what steps you're needing to put in place, you're on the struggle bus. So this Wednesday, we've got a system that is going to be, we're going to talk about it on a webinar this coming Wednesday. I'm going to put the link in below this video. This is the kind of stuff that create the millionaires, and you may not want to be a millionaire. That's okay. Wonder if you just want to make 100 grand, or maybe if you just wanted to make a couple of thousand a month, it's still good. But this is the kind of stuff that is going to shake network marketing. It's going to shake the people who are doing affiliate marketing. You know, I've been talking about this system for 4 years because a business coach that I had encouraged me to get in there, simply because not everybody that I meet is going to want my product, and not everybody who I meet is looking for a business because they've already got one. They just don't know how to make it run. So they're looking at me to give them some ideas of how and what they need to put into place. I can't teach all those people, but I can refer you to a webinar where I'm going to be, so that you can sign in for free, listen to the webinar, see if it's for you. You can pay $10 to come in, look around, open doors, open drawers, check things out, see if it's something that you're going to get into, because there's work to do. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be super simple or easy, but it is going to be something that you can, in time, learn, implement, learn, and implement. You know, I've been talking to a lot of people over the last couple of weeks, and their struggle is simply not doing what they know that they need to do. They're just plainly not doing it because they're too afraid. They're too scared, or they just don't want to admit that they need to get it together. This is not something anybody else can do for you. You got to talk to the people. You got to do the content. And if you don't know what content is, it is status updates, it's blog posts, it's podcast, it's whatever you choose. That is your content to the world, because you can't run a business when you're sitting in the closet wondering why nobody's talking to you. And I'm sure I see some comments coming up on the video. I'll have to look at those when I get off, because I can't multitask. Let me see. But this system that we're going to talk about on Wednesday is what some of the top leaders that started in network marketing that are at the top now, they started with this system and they're still using it today. One of my friends has been with this system for over 10 years. So of course you're going to be able to go in, check it out. You can say no, you can say nothing. It doesn't make any difference to me. But this is one of the cutting edge network marketing systems. It's a training portal. It's something that you can get your team into so that everybody's learning the exact same thing and they know what's going on. However, I'm getting ready to lose my voice. Before I do, this is Angela Brooks from AngelaBrooke.com. If you are not on my email list, come to AngelaBrooke.com/newsletter. If you're on the podcast, if you're watching this on Facebook on a video, I'm going to have the link to the webinar underneath this video so that you can join me there. If you choose to, great. If you don't, I hope the struggle bus stops somewhere sometime, because you don't have to struggle when you know what you need to be doing. Business or anything in life is more fun when you actually know what you need to be doing. So let's get you in that direction, because you don't have to struggle when you can get directions and find out where it is you're going. Y'all have an amazing day. Again, this is Angela Brooks, and I will see you on the next podcast or Facebook Live.